I seem to be finding a lot of 4-2-4s. We're going to try another one out today. Let's check it out. Now, I apologize for the pronunciation of this, but I believe this tactic is called the Mealuid's Handytown 2.1. It is from a creator on the Steam Workshop called Mealuid Gomez the second. It does have an image in there, but the only real description is guaranteed goals and better play. So we'll see what actually happens with this. But if we go straight into the tactic, a sweeper keeper in support, wingbacks on the left in support. You can see, again, individual instructions, ball playing defenders down the center, the segundo volante next to another segundo volante, wingers on the edges, a target forward in support next to an advanced forward in attack. Balanced mentality. In possession, attacking with his fairly wide, approach plays pass into space, overlap on the left and right, play out of defense, standard passing directness, tempo is slightly higher, low crosses, hit early crosses, we haven't seen a lot of that. In transition, counter press, counter distribute quickly and distribute to the back line. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a standard defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, drop off more, and stop the crosses. Again, pause where you want to see a little bit more information. I go through these pretty quick. But how does it do for our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Ipswich Town in the Championship? Well, we start off with our Premier League sides, and Liverpool with 80 points in second place. Aston Villa in fifth with 75 points. Not too bad of a season. Liverpool, I always say 80 points is down from their usual, which is about 85, but still you're getting into second place. Very big gap, though, between Man City and Liverpool, unfortunately. Aston Villa, 75 points, probably about 10 points higher than what I've seen them at as a baseline. So fifth place is pretty good. EFL Cup, funny enough, they play Ipswich Town. They beat them only 3-2, but they lose out in the quarterfinals to Aston Villa 1-2. But FA Cup is a clean sweep. Again, Ipswich Town. I mean, FM, what are you doing here? But Ipswich Town 4-0, 3-0 to Manchester City. That is a shellacking. And then Tottenham 2-0. You only have 4 goals with other teams. That's crazy. But you get trophy number 1. Unfortunately, a final loss against Atalanta 2-3. You don't get that second trophy, but you come really close. That's the only real blemish, minus a draw against Lens. So right off the bat, I'm not going to be expecting a whole lot. I mean, appearances for Alisson, 54, fantastic. But 30 goals for Salah, also fantastic. 21 for Jota. You've got a lot of players in the double digits. You have seen a lot of players in the 20s and above, however. So this is a little bit down. Assist-wise, Diaz with 13, Trent with 12, and 10 for Nunez. Haven't seen Nunez with a lot of them. And this is where I thought we might be seeing a little bit of a downturn. Average rating, not a lot there. Nicholas Fulkrug. That's an interesting loan. He does come in for 13 appearances, though. 4 plus 9. He looks pretty nice. 15, wow. And he's actually joining Liverpool at the end of the season. So take a look at him, I guess. But overall, some green, not great in the average rating. You definitely would like to see a bit more. As for Aston Villa's schedule, unfortunately, EFL Cup semi-final first leg and second leg against Manchester City. You do beat Liverpool, but Manchester City sees you knocked out of that. And FA Cup quarters is where you're knocked out 1-4 against Tottenham. Well, they pick up their first and only trophy of the season in the Europa Conference League final 1-0 against Lille, beating the likes of Frankfurt, Olympiacos, AEK, so a couple of teams that are not the easiest of pushovers. AEK, I don't know about, 6-0 at home. Ouch, 4-1 away from home. Okay, but Olympiacos is supposed to be a little bit better. Frankfurt even better than that. And Lille doing a nice job, 1-0. 56 appearances for Diaby, not bad at all. 37 goals for Ollie Watkins. Diaby with 22. I mean, you've gotten some good numbers. Some assist-wise, though, not so much. 12 for Diaby. Ramsey with 11. 10 for Digne. I mean, you got a lot spread around. I will say that. Just want more in the double digits. 7-2-4 for Diaby. Ollie Watkins was 7-2-4 as well. Overall, not bad. I mean, you're definitely pushing up the table. So that's a good sight to see. So now I don't know if, again, this was an update to the game or something like that, but at one point we had just the lines that somehow screwed up. Now we're getting some seriously incredible defensive work that we just have never seen before. Usually it's very low, or at least, up in certain numbers, but not all over the place. But so that's an interesting way to see. The last couple of tactics we've seen incredible defensively, but just good in attack. I mean, they've got some really strong numbers attacking wise, no question about it. And if we look at Aston Villa, it's fairly similar, just with slightly different numbers. Premier League stats wise, most goals Man City with 90, but Liverpool and Aston Villa with 81 apiece. Most shots against Liverpool, Aston Villa. no possession, no dribbles. So you've got some, I guess, some information there. Most shots, Liverpool was 626 at the top. But overall, I mean, most of them are just either not there or kind of on the lower side. Player overview, most goals, Ollie Watkins, 27. How do you not get that? Salah was 17, not bad there. No assists, that's interesting to see. Most player of the match awards. Allison with best pass completion, of course. Diaz, most dribbles made, is actually in there. I'm surprised at that one. But key passes, Oblak. Most shots, Ollie Watkins is in there. So stats-wise, again, I'm going to guess it's more kind of a team-based effort instead of individual stats. You got a couple players in there, but not a whole lot. But, you know, having a team that can score and assist and do all of that is terrific. You can take a player off, substitute another player, and you've got even more goal-scoring threats. So changing things up to Ipswitch Town in the championship, automatic promotion with 99 points. One more win you would have gotten there. All in all, 39-7, 102 goals, definitely tops of the league. The only one in triple digits, 99 points, a fantastic season for Ipswich Town. I mean, look at this. Any of these games you could have won. 3 draws right there. You could have won one of them and you would have gotten the title. That is just painful to see. But EFL Cup 4th round, you're out against Liverpool, as we saw. Quarterfinals out against Liverpool. We also seen that. 0-4. As we look at the squad, goals-wise, 26 for Caden Jackson. Interesting. Hurst with 23. 12 for Burns and Ladapo apiece. Assists-wise, 12 for Davis. Chaplin and Burns with 10. Average rating, 740 for Christian Walton. 723 for Caden Jackson. Not too bad. Most goals, though, Ipswich Town with 102. Very well done. You're in fewer shots against, nothing for possession, nothing for dribbles made, tackles won. So you're not even in most of this, but most shots for attacking-wise, as you would expect. And as we go to the player overviews, most Jackson, Caden Jackson with 24, Hurst with 20. So 2 in there is fantastic. But again, no assists. I guess they're just spread around a bit more. Most player in the match awards, Hurst and Jackson. So most dribbles made, tackles on. Yeah, they're in there here and there. Key passes for Leif Davis, and most shots is going to be a couple, Jackson and Hurst. So overall, I mean, definitely a good tactic to take a look at. I think you've got some fantastic numbers. Stats-wise, again, it seems to be a little bit more spread out than individual performances. It seems like a pretty good tactic to take a look at, especially if you need those 2 up front. You know, definitely take your players and mold them into these formations a little bit. Find new players when you're in your transfers to actually fit some of these positions a little bit better. I think you can do a fantastic job and get even better than what our 3 teams did. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.